Yo, what's up guys? You've seen the title of the video. I'm not gonna waste too much time. Let's just get straight into it. Okay, so you've made the decision that you want to go to camp, but you've not been hired by a camp yet, and you want to make sure that you do so you have the best summer of your life. You've come to the right place if that is the case. So, first up, let's just get straight into it. So, the first bit of advice I would give to you is that I'd recommend that you sign up to the recruitment fair that is being held in Manchester and London, I think. I think there's one in Glasgow as well. So, that's how I actually got my place at my camp last year. That's what I did and worked pretty well. So, I recommend the same for you. If you haven't signed up already, I'll put a link down in the description. If you just press that, then it'll take you straight to the Camp America website, and then you can just book yourself on that way and hopefully land your dream camp. So you've done the first step, you signed up to the recruitment fair. What next? The second thing I would recommend is that you go onto the Camp America website and do some research. Now, there's a lot of different camps, so the important thing is to find a camp that is really the right fit for you, and this will show when you actually go up to them in person. So I made sure when I applied, I went on the website. I knew I wanted to go to New York, so I typed in New York. So you can put in like locations, like different activities they offer, and you can like filter through all the camps. So I did that, found the ones that matched my criteria, and then I made a list on my phone, which I might still have actually. Bear with me. Aha! I found it. I don't know if you can read that. Can you read that? Yeah. Can you see the date? 29th of December 2022. So, yeah. Kind of around the same time last year. But yeah, it's very important that you make a list and that you know which camp your top one is. And obviously, if that one happens to like not work for whatever reason, they have some backup options in place. Obviously, as you saw from my list, the camp that I actually ended up at, Lakota, was the first one on the list. So when I got there, I walked in, I was like, there was like a little map. I was like, okay, so the camp I want to go to is here. Walked over, did an interview, got hired on the spot, and then signed a bit of paperwork, and that was it. Now, the reason why I say make sure, you're filtering out different camps, make sure that they're doing what you want, is like, when I was, trying to get into this camp, and I was speaking to the person who was hiring, like, they pay attention to that stuff. Like, he literally asked me, oh, is this the first, like, camp that you came to? Or, like, is this, like, your second choice? Like, this is things that they actually care about. So if you go up to a camp that's your number one camp that you want to go to, and they ask you, let them know, you know what I mean? And it'll do you massive favors. It will boost your chances of getting hired way more, because it shows them that you care and you want to be there. And one big thing that they're looking for is people who actually want to be at the camp. Everything else kind of falls into place afterwards. Because when I went, I actually wanted to get hired as like a football coach thing. I've told this story before, but then obviously I got outdoor adventure. But like, the important thing was that when he spoke to me, like, he got the idea of, okay, this guy wants to be here, so we're gonna offer him a job, even though what he wanted to do we're not actually currently hiring for. You know what I'm trying to say? Cool. Okay, so the final tip that I would give to you if you want to land your dream camp is to make sure you have a question when you go up to them. Now, this is like just like a normal interview, right? Everyone will always tell you, make sure you go in with a question. It shows that you've done your research, and it really does. Because obviously, if you've done your research, right, naturally there's going to be things that maybe aren't as clear to you, or maybe something they didn't quite mention on the website. Anything that you might not be sure about, just ask them. Like, oh, so how does it work with days off? How do the nights off work? Da, 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 da. Like, all them kind of things is very important to ask, because it shows that you care, shows you've done your research. It's just like a good thing to do, And another little bonus tip as well is with that whole thing, with the whole process, make sure, well, it's a bit easier said than done, but like try to not be as nervous as much as you can. Like try and be as confident as possible. Because I remember when I went, I was super nervous, and literally the first things we said to each other, I was like, oh, hello, you know, my name is da 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 da. I think he said like, oh, tell me a bit about yourself. And I started like, my name is Jesse. I'm at uni, and he was just like, okay, you seem very nervous. Just relax. And the thing is, yeah, okay, relax. Sounds easy to say, but the way you need to think about it, the thing that I did was like, okay, yes, I need to relax, because if you think about it, this isn't just an interview for them. It's also an interview for you. So like, yeah, they're seeing if you are a good fit for their camp, but you're also there to then see if they're a good fit for you, which is why the question, like asking them a question is so key as well, because aside from, you know, all the, it's good, you know, it looks good, looks like you care, like you need to make sure it's actually a place you want to be. So if you ask a question and then the question, like the answer to the question maybe makes you a bit like, ooh, maybe this is not the right fit for me, perfect. Now you know this is not the one. Or hopefully what actually happens is you ask them and then the answer makes you even more happy and more ready to go to that camp, and then everyone's happy. So that concludes the little tips that I would give to you to land your dream camp. It's currently the 18th of January. I know the fairs are happening like in a couple of weeks' time. Hopefully this video goes out before then. I mean, it will, don't worry. But obviously, make sure you get signed up. Best of luck to everyone that's applying. Fingers crossed for you. If you enjoyed this video, found it useful, let me know in the comments, leave a like, and ask me any questions you have. If there's any other kind of videos you want to see, just let me know, and I'll be pumping out some more videos very soon. Now, thank you very much for tuning in. See you in a bit.